Hi, everybody. So my name is Jodi Brown, for those of you who don't know me, and Heather just asked me to come in here today to talk about how I promote, run, and then convert people from my free groups to my regular challenge groups. So I do have some notes if you see me glancing over, because I don't want to forget what all I want to include in this. I'm going to try to make it short, but also break it down so you kind of know what I'm doing the week leading up to a free group, and then what I'm doing during the week of a free group, and then once that free group has concluded. So first of all, promoting the free group. So I have a like page or business page on Facebook. And on that page, I went live and talked about the free group, and I tend to call them boot camps. So I talked about that you get the grocery list, you get a meal plan, people will get exercise options, and then the support and accountability group. All of the meal plans and grocery list come from a file that I'm going to post the link to below this video. It has everything laid out for you. And it has even more of the stuff I'm going to talk about later with posts and stuff once you get into the group. So when I say that it's like a meal plan, people will get what they're going to eat on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday for breakfast, snacks, lunch, and dinner. And I do only do them for 5 days now. I will say that I tried like month-long free groups a while back, and they didn't always do that well for me. I think that it's better to keep them, or at least for me, it has been better to keep them short. It can keep people's interests more and keeps them engaged more. So I start by promoting it on my like page. I did a live video, and then I used an ad. I'm running it as an ad. So I promote it out to other people that are not just my friends on Facebook, or not just people that follow me on my like page, but others, and just ask. In all of my promotions, just say, comment, I'm in. Makes it very easy for someone to say that they are interested. I post that video on my like page, and I get that ad running the week prior to a boot camp. So like, for example, I have a boot camp starting on Monday. So I have an ad running this week. But I don't let that be the only thing, because right now my like page is not where I'm getting my business. It's still off of conversations and stuff from my personal page, if it's not from these boot camps. So I then will post a live video on my personal page, let's say on Monday, and then I'll probably post 2 more times during the week promoting that group on my personal page and my like page throughout the week. And literally it's basically the same thing on both pages for the rest of the week. But the key is I just ask people to say I'm in. That's all they have to comment. Once they say I'm in, I make sure to friend request them if I'm not already friends with them on Facebook. And then I add them to a Facebook private group. So you just need to set up a private group, add your cover photo, and then you can add members to that group. And I just add people to that group as they say that they are interested. Now, throughout the week prior, so that's this week for me right now, since I have a group going next week, I'll post something like once a day, just like a reminder of, hey, excited to get started. You know, what are your goals? Or I have a Google form that everyone has to complete. It's basic. It just asks for, I can't remember everything, but name, address, email, weight, measurements, goals, if they'd be interested in a 30-day boot camp afterwards, if they are a coach or I have another coach, so that we can make sure, you know, we're not working with somebody else's customer, and how I can help them through the boot camp. That's the Google form, and I post continuous reminders that they have to complete that Google form, because if it's not completed by the Monday that the group starts, then they will be removed from the group. They also are being required to send before photos, and I just have them send those to my email address. But like I said, I post reminders about the Google form, and then maybe other funny, like encouraging things, or a live video. I go in there live before the group ever starts, talk about how excited I am and how this is something that can either kickstart or restart or get them going on a health and fitness journey, and that they're not alone. We're doing this together. what else will I post? Funny memes, just anything along with those reminders. And then I start posting the grocery list and meal plans closer to when the group is actually going to start. So that's kind of my promotion piece. It's pretty basic. It's just, it's running that ad on my like page, and then it's posting on my personal and like page like Monday, Thursday, or Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, 2 or 3 times a week, promoting the group. So pretty basic with the promotion piece, but let me know if you have any questions about that. Just so you know, I did take the video ad idea from Heather, so I have the same caption at the top of mine that she has used for her free groups. So if you want to know what we post, we can let you know that as well. As far as running the groups, this is where it gets fun. The biggest part of the work is in the setup, and then you get to enjoy the group during the week. So, like I said, there is a template I'm going to share the link to below this when I finish, but it literally has laid out exactly what you should post every day of the 5 days of the boot camp and leading up to it. So, for example, my posts are actually going to start from that guide tomorrow, but I use something called Post My Party. Hi, Molly. It is $10 a month, but oh my word, it has been a time saver galore for me. So I've been running a free group every other week. But what Post My Party does is I can put it into Post My Party as a template. And all those posts in there say which day I want them to be posted on, what time I want them to be posted. And then I get to reuse that template every single boot camp. So once I did it the first time, all I have to do from now on is go in and put the start date for my next group. So it has been amazing because it connects to Facebook groups. It has saved me so much time. Literally once I click that button, my posts are set to go up every day. And like I said, they'll start tomorrow because we're trying to get people prepped and ready for Monday. They'll include reminders about getting in that Google form and sending in their before pictures. But if you've never used Post My Party and you start doing free groups on Facebook, and especially if you do them more than once a month, I highly, highly, highly suggest it. It's just a huge, huge time saver and helper for me. I make Beachbody On Demand optional. Remember that they can get that free, I believe it's a 2-week trial now. So it's perfect amount of time for them to take it through the boot camp. It's not required, but I do post it. It is in the posts that are in the template that I was talking about. I've had one month I actually had somebody sign up for a challenge pack just from going on to look at Beachbody On Demand. They signed up for the whole thing right then. That will probably never happen again, but hey, I'll take it. But so I do put it as an option, but not as a requirement. If you get people to sign up for that free trial, just let them know that they can cancel it at the end of the boot camp, that they're no longer interested in continuing it. But I will say that most of the time, people who have gotten and used that free trial end up either getting it a challenge pack or at least the all access for a year after that. So it has been helpful for me to at least provide the option. Not nearly everybody takes it, but it's an option. Okay, so when you're in your groups and you're running them, you've got those daily posts coming. You can post them for whatever times throughout the day. I typically separate them by 2 to 3 hours. But then every day, Monday to Friday, actually to Saturday, I go live in that group. I try to hop in the mornings. It is not long. It is 3 to 5 minutes. But I try to go in and give some sort of pep talk, motivation, encouragement, tell them how well they're doing, some tips, some things to look out for. If somebody's just getting started, then they might need to know that feeling bloated is going to be normal if you're not used to eating fruits and veggies with fiber. And that I talk about water a lot and the importance of water. And I talk about the importance of accountability. And I ask them to comment on my live videos of, I vary from video to video and group to group. But some of my questions are just, what are you most excited about? What are you most anxious about? what do you feel like you've most improved in as the week goes on? What has been your favorite meal? What has been the most challenging? All those things just to get people engaged. So I do feel like going live every day has been huge for me because people get to see me, people get to know me a little bit more, and people get to see that I am their cheerleader. I am there to support them. I am there to encourage them. So if they decide to continue afterwards, they get an idea of what I'm like and what I can do for them in terms of supporting them. The other thing that is a daily requirement is just a daily check-in at the end of every day. It is super easy. It takes these people like 2 seconds unless they want to write a novel, which is not required. But I just ask for things, and it's in the template, but it's like, how do you feel like your day went? Do you have any questions? How were your meals? Those types of things. If people do not respond to those posts by noon the next day, they are removed from the group. So like Monday night, the check-in goes up. If they haven't responded by Tuesday at noon, then they are removed from the group Tuesday afternoon. That is because I want people in there who are going to be focused, who are seriously interested in making a change, and who I can tell are going to be committed to continue past this for their own good. So I don't have, and I haven't had like massively huge free groups. I don't have a ton of people in there. So I will actually, if I go in Tuesday morning after a Monday night check-in and I'm missing check-in posts from certain people, I'll actually tag them in the group and say, hey, I need this by noon. I know that that might be holding hands a little bit, but it has kept some people in there and some people who have ended up converting later. They forget about it. They think they've run out of time when really they haven't. You don't have to do that. But I am just saying that I don't have like 100 people in my free groups. I mean, I have, it varies from week to week. But I mean, even my biggest groups have been like 20 to 30 people. So not huge at all. So it's not a ton for me to go through and do that. And it has helped with participation and keeping people involved and helping people see those results and feel better and gain that confidence. So that is every day as well. So live videos every day, daily check-ins every day. Now, while the group is going on, backtracking a minute, when people sign in for the group, I do try to send a private message the week before to get them started, answer any questions, see what they're excited about, same type of thing. And then, I'm sorry, I'm looking at my monitor because I thought Bailey was sleeping and she is so not sleeping. But anyway, I do try to send a message at the beginning of the week, just a check-in message. I send a message. I try to send one on like Wednesday of the week just to say how well they're doing, to encourage them to continue. And a lot of times that is a voice chat through Facebook Messenger so they can hear my voice. And then Friday is when I send another message to them where I pretty much say, like, you've done an awesome job. I've loved having you in the group. Are you interested in my VIP accountability group that starts on Monday? I'm offering a free gift for anybody who joins, yada, yada, yada. So Friday is my invite message that I use. So that's kind of how I run them during the week. And I just think that the biggest thing for me has been to do those live videos and be encouraging, even through private messaging, even through the daily check-ins. People need to know that they can do it. And if they have somebody rooting them on, telling them that they can, it's just getting through that mindset shift. And so I think that that's been really big for me. So the converting piece, like you said, is an easy transition of the, hey, you've been doing great for 5 days. Do you want to continue with me? I have some that will sign up right away. I have some that don't sign up at all, obviously. And then I have some guys who sign up like, when did I start doing these? In June. So some of my points and stuff have been from people who did them previously, who then come back later to sign up. Because what I do is I take all the people who were in my free group, I make a list, and I keep track of those people, and I check in with them periodically. Hey, how's your health and fitness journey going since we last chatted or since the boot camp? I know you had lost X number of pounds. How many have you lost now? Just to keep track. And sometimes it's like, I haven't been losing, so now I need to join your group or whatever it might be, or they'll seek you out. One thing I did this past time is I actually went back and found all the people who had signed up or expressed interest in a free group, but didn't end up completing it. So maybe they didn't send in their Google form, or they didn't do a check-in. For whatever reason, they fell out during the week. And I actually reconnected with them, either letting them know that I had another boot camp coming up, or even let them know about another accountability group, just to let them know that that was an option if they were still interested in losing weight or whatever their goal was. So the other piece of that is to have a list, use it to follow up. I mean, that has become a big follow-up list for me, or just all of my free group people who don't end up converting, but who do have goals that they have expressed wanting to meet. And so following up with them to make sure that they are still making that progress, and to let them know that I am here for them to support them, whether they sign up or not. I'm here to support them through. And then sometimes they end up converting even later. So, let's see. I think that that's about it. So running through the promotion, the running, and then the converting piece. Just let them know, guys, that this is for them to experience 5 days of a change. It's been incredible for me to see what 5 days can do for people. It is often. How often do I do the groups? It is every other week, or that's what I've been doing. But it's been awesome to see people's change in 5 days. And then if you can get them excited about it, then a lot of times they'll want to progress. Now, sometimes you're going to get the same objections as with others, but you work through that, and then that is where that follow-up list comes in. All right, so I don't want to take up too much of your time, but feel free to comment any questions that you have, and I'm more than happy to answer them. I'm going to post the link to that template below. That has been huge for me. I literally have been using the same meal plan and grocery list for all of my free groups so far. I probably need to change that up at some point, but right now that's what we're using. All right, guys. Yes, I did, Heather, at the beginning of the video. All right. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll answer them. All right. Bye.